Welcome to the Shy Yapper podcast, the calm before the overshare. I am your host, Tiffany Hudson. Thank you for listening. For season 2 of the Shy Yapper podcast, I am your host, Tiffany. And y'all, I know it has been so long since we've connected, and I have missed you guys so much. And today we are just going to yap and catch up. All right, so you guys, happy new year. We are like almost done with the month of January. Today is I'm recording this on the 27th, and it feels really good. So hopefully you guys have had a great holiday season. You guys had a great start to your new year. Hopefully you have, been able to create some goals and some things you want to achieve this year, and you're well on your way to making those things happen. And I just hopeful that you just have started your year off right. So, like I said, today is just going to be a quick little yap session and catch up on what's been going on with me and just all the things. So, to start, I want to just kind of share with you guys how my year ended 2025 going into 2026, because a couple of milestones happened. So for me, my year ended really great. I ended surrounded with family and friends and loved ones, and really reconnecting in a way that I hadn't before. So to kind of start, I would say over like the holiday season. So if you guys know that I do have a boyfriend, and he came up for the holidays, and so we spent Christmas with my family this year, and it was really nice because like for me, holidays aren't the biggest anymore, since once you like your matriarch, your big mama passes away, it kind of falls by the wayside, sadly. But I will say this Christmas was probably one of the best ones we've had in a very long time. It was small, it was intimate, it was just my immediate family, mom, sister, brother, daughter, and of course my boyfriend was here too. And y'all, we ate, we laughed, and we like just played games, and it was just like a really chill, fun vibe with some competition because we're all kind of competitive at the same time. So it went really well. My brother brought me a drone for Christmas, and not 10 minutes after getting the drone, they're climbing trees to get said drone out of the tree. Y'all, I don't know what I was doing, but it was fun, and it got caught, and it was, of course, it would be me to get the drone stuck in the tree, but it's okay. So that was really fun. Um, we so I was off for 2 weeks for the holiday. So the first week we spent up here through Christmas, and then the day after Christmas we went down to where my boyfriend lives. We spent a week, almost a week and a half down there. We went to like middle Georgia for New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, to bring in the new year with friends. And then we went to Augusta for my birthday because over the break I also turned 40. So I am part of the 40/40 club now. And y'all, that within itself was something. Grateful to see 40. I've always been excited for 40. Um, One way I wanted to celebrate was I always wanted a party. And I've been saying that probably since I was like in high school. Like for my 40th, I want this like really big party. I want to get really dressed up. I wanted just like a masquerade ball. Like I had it all. Hadn't really mentioned it. And then one day my sister's like, "Yo, didn't you say you wanted a party for your 40th?" I said, "I do." But the thing about me is I am a true Capricorn. I'm a control freak. I like everything's a certain way. But I wanted a party, but I didn't want to plan it. So, um, shout out to my boyfriend. He was like, "Well, where do you want it?" He tried. I will give him that. But like, I'm like, "You're kind of new to this," and he learned about the party thing like last like maybe like a month or so out for my birthday. But like my family has known this for a while, like since forever. And so for me, it was like, y'all are my family. Y'all know this is what I want. I've said this before. Clearly, you remembered it. Where's my party? So, unfortunately, I didn't have it. So I went from this like big masquerade ball. Then I was like, ooh, I want to do like a bingo party. And I just ended up doing like a dinner. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to do a dinner. I invited people. People said they were coming, but in like true having my birthday is really kind of weird because being that it's January 3rd, you've gotten through all the holidays, Christmas, New Year. then you got the first of the month, people like are paying bills and trying to recoup and like rebuild financially. Um, Day before my birthday, started dropping like flies. People are reaching out, hey, I can't make it, hey, this has come up, that type of thing. And I get it. And honestly, this isn't the first time it's happened. And it's not like a woe is me, it's just kind of almost expected. I was like, all right, cool. So literally like the afternoon of like I think dinner was at 7:30, at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, I really want to be able to celebrate with everybody. And so I made the decision, and my boyfriend was like, yo, we can just go do something. Because one of his friends was also their birthday. So they were doing like a karaoke night. He's like, look, I'll make us reservations. Let's go to dinner. We can get dressed up. And then we can just go chill, go to this dive bar, do karaoke, have a good time. And that is what we did. And I absolutely had an amazing time. So I got to kind of have the best of both worlds because I really love to like dress up and get like fancy and do those type of things. But then I also like to go have drinks at a dive bar and do karaoke. And I didn't get on stage because child, no. But I got to sing from the side, and I feel like people still like heard me, so I'm okay. So that was really fun. So that's how I brought in 40, and I just brought in 40 with really positive energy and really excited for what this year, this decade is going to bring me, because I think like I've been looking forward to 40 for a while, probably since like 36, 37. I was like, man, I'm ready to turn 40 because it's just like this vibe or this energy that you feel like you get at 40. And even now I feel like I'm coming into like my like adultness, which I'm really excited about. So that's kind of how I brought in 2026 and my birthday, because those are kind of, to me, 20, like the new year, my birthday, again, it's only like 2 days that separate them. So that's how I brought that in. So I'm really excited for the year. And I'm really excited to what 40 is bringing me. I feel like like I said, I'm renewed mindset, a new vibe. So I'm really just excited for all of those things. Happy New Year! It's time to talk about something we all strive for at the start of our year: getting organized. If that's a goal for you, I've got the perfect resource: my new ebook, New Year, New You: 7 Tips to Get You Organized in the New Year. This ebook gives you 7 actionable tips to help you organize your time, your space, and your goals for the year ahead. No matter where you're starting from, these strategies are designed to help you gain clarity and focus. I created this ebook because, let's be real, getting organized isn't always easy, especially with everything life throws at us. But with the right steps, it's totally doable. These are the exact strategies that I've used and taught to others, and they work. Ready to get started? Head to the link in the description and grab your copy of New Year, New You. Let's make this the year you finally feel in control and on top of your game. So the other thing I did create my bingo card for 2026. So for those who are new here, when I started this podcast at the end of 2024, going into 2025, I really wanted a different way to set my goals for the year. And so I had heard, read, saw that somebody created like a bingo card for 2025 for their year. And so I decided to do that. So in past episodes, I would share with you all like as I reach certain goals. So I want to give you kind of a quick summary and then like a breakdown because I hit bingo, y'all. So I'm really excited. So for my 2025 bingo card, I made a 5x5 card, so 25 spaces. I set 24 goals plus a free space. And so within that, like I said, as I hit goals, I would check them off. And then as I hit bingo, I was like, would reward myself with something. And so I did hit bingo. So some of the goals I had for 2025 were to like launch my coaching business, to go on more mother-daughter dates, try a new fitness class, learn to swim, start a new job, host a webinar, again, business related, visit a new city, do a girls' night, run the Peachtree Road Race, create digital products, attend a concert, go on a vacation, do more volunteer work, save money, things like that. So I will say I was very close to hitting it multiple times, but I did hit bingo, and actually was not until December when I actually got the bingo. So I got my bingo going diagonal. So the bingos that I did was I launched my coaching business. So in addition to working in the school system, I am an executive function and academic success coach. So I help, people get unstuck, students, professionals, young people. Um, yeah, so that's what I do there. I did start a new job. So again, working in education, I kind of shared this in past episodes. I left one school that I would describe as toxic, and now I'm at a new school this year, and it's been great so far. It hasn't been perfect, but I feel more at peace. I feel like I'm growing professionally. I feel supported, and overall, it was the right move there. So then the free space. So for the free space, I wrote my first book in 2025. It's called The Delusionaire Handbook. Creating the life you can see before anyone else does, and it's just all about the just being delusional to create the life that you want. Because you got to be the Lulu to make it come true. So it is still available for those who haven't bought it, and I'm thank you for those who have purchased it. I'm really excited. So that was my free space. And then I put try 4 new restaurants. I love to try new places. So I definitely hit that. And then the last one, this one happened in early December, was go to Chateau Alon. And that is a winery here in Georgia, in North Georgia. And I'd been wanting to go there for years and I never could go. I'd been trying to go with friends. I was just like, yeah, I want to make this happen. I kept saying it. So it was probably the end of October, early November. I was on the phone with my boyfriend and I was like, man, I really want to go because maybe that's like an ad or something for it. He was like, babe, pick a date, let's go. Because I think he was just tired of me talking about it. And so he's such a sweet person. So I picked a date. I was like, when are you free? Because, we're both trying to, it's not a long distance relationship. I call it a mid distance relationship, but we both have really busy schedules. And so he was like, let's find a date. So we picked a date. It was December 6th. So like the first weekend in December. And we went. So we did a tour and tasting. Of course it was cold, but it was so good. It was really fun. We had like a good group with us and we got to learn how to like swirl the wine and you sniff it and all the good things. And it was really fun. So that was really a good experience for the both of us. And we both like to kind of get dressed up and do the things together. Um, so it was really cool. And so I really enjoyed. And I love the fact that he was just like, okay, let's do this. You've been talking about this for a while. Let's make it happen. So I do appreciate that about him. That's one of the things I love about him. And so we made it happen. And so that actually got me my bingo. Yay! So I originally my plan was to when I got a bingo, I was going to buy myself a Coach purse. I have not bought that purse yet. I've been looking at purses. I think there's one I'm gonna get. So I haven't got my prize yet, but just being able to accomplish these goals was a prize. So out of the 25 goals, see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 13. So a little slightly more than half of the goals I created for 2025 I achieved. So you know what? Not perfect, but it's okay. So now we have created our 2026 bingo card, and I'm going to share this with you guys. So one thing I did do differently this year going into 2026 is I wanted to have a theme for the bingo card and the theme for like my year. So my theme or my word for 2026 is thrive. So that's the word, that's my goal, that's my focus. So for again, same structure, 5x5 cards. So with the free space, so a total of 24 goals plus a free space. So I'm going to share them all with you today. So my first goal for this year is I want to launch my second book. So a little bit about that is again, I'm a school counselor and I've worked in a high school now for the first time, and it's a high school that is known for having high academic achievement. And this is a new kind of setting for me. And I've noticed in working in this setting with this population of students, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress. And I noticed that with a lot of my students. They want to be really successful, but they're getting burned out like early. And so taking into consideration things of that nature, I was like, I want to do something to kind of help not just students that make the straight A's, but the students that work really hard and have these high expectations for themselves, kind of help them motivate and help them be successful without that burnout. So It's not out yet, so, but I'm going to give you guys a little exclusive. So, book number 2 that I've written, it's like right here. I got the proofs right here. It's called The Calm Achiever: How High Performing Students Can Reduce Stress, Build Confidence, and Succeed Without Burnout. Ah! So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to launch it in February, actually next week, February, I think 3rd. It'll be available on Amazon. So it is, and CALM is an acronym for Center, Align, Lighten, and Move. So those are how you move through those strategies that you will use to help reduce the stress and the burnout. So I'm really excited about that coming this year. So that's one goal, is to launch. So that's coming soon. So I want to volunteer at least once. So I really would love to connect with an organization to volunteer with this year. Connect with friends. I said quarterly, so just on a semi-regular basis. I will say I'm very fortunate that I have different like pockets and groups of friends. I want to connect with my friends more. I'm doing better about reaching out to people when people are like on my mind or in my heart. So I definitely want to connect with people more often, and even expanding my circle and growing in that area. I want to present one paid professional development or workshop. So, again, in my coaching business, I don't just work with students and families, I want to work with businesses and young professionals. And so, again, to help reduce that burnout, that stress by building those executive function skills. So, I definitely want to develop and present some workshops professionally. That is one thing I did do in 2025 for my day job. I presented at my state conference, which was really great, and I love that experience. So hopefully I can take those skills and that experience and kind of parlay it into paid presentations. I want to take a spa trip. I want to save $5,000, just kind of a personal financial goal. Host a live webinar. Do something that I am afraid to do. Y'all, I have so many ideas and things I want to achieve and make happen. But I will be the first to tell you, I get in my own way. I'm just going to be completely honest. I get in my own way. I let the fear get the best of me. And I think, again, going into this new year with this new energy and, this goal and this motto of just thriving, I want to do it afraid, do it anyway, do it scared. I want to buy some plants. I want to be a plant person. Y'all, I had a snake plant for a bit of time, and child, the thing died. So I want to buy a couple plants. I want to create an additional steady income stream. So I've earned things on like social media and other things like that in addition to my day job, but I want to create the consistent income stream there. Declutter and declutter and organize my home, and then it's kind of like a two-parter, and then donate items to an organization. Now, I will say I am already working on this. First thing, y'all, I decluttered my coat closet in the front of my apartment. It was filled with boxes and just stuff and things I was like wanting to give away, like clothes that I didn't wear anymore. So I am happy to announce that closet is clean. My coats are in it. And I've donated clothing right now to the Goodwill. So and like other things like luggage and bags and things like that. So I'm doing that a little bit by little. I've decluttered my desk area. I've bought like a perfume stand. So like my perfumes are all nice and like organized. So I'm working on it little by little. So I'm really happy about that. Another goal is I would love to join a civic or women's group. Again, that kind of ties back into the volunteering, giving back to my community, and again, just building my circle with people that also want to give back and that are like-minded. All right, then I have my free space. The next thing I want to do is take a family photo. So I like my daughter gets yearbook pictures. We'll take kind of candid selfies and stuff like that, but I've never had a professional family photo done, and I would love, love, love to make that happen. And another kind of side quest is that I would love to print and put up more photos in my house, because there's nothing that makes a house a home like pictures, and I guess plants too. So I guess trying to make it more homey, because I've lived in my apartment almost 3 years now, and there are very few pictures up. So I want to make that happen. I want to post 5 YouTube videos. So I kept that one kind of low because y'all, it's probably been 4 months since I've done my last video. So I want to be more consistent. That's kind of the overall goal, but I just set it at 5 right now for 5 videos. But my goal is to come to you guys more often than that. I want to learn a double dutch. I am so ashamed, y'all, that I don't know how to double dutch. So I was growing up, I was really good at turning the jump rope. I can single jump fine. It was a coordination of the double dutch. Um, so I want to learn how to double dutch because I feel like that's something that, like, growing up, the south side of Atlanta, like, I should know how to double dutch. Like, I was getting, but like the jumping, no. So I'm gonna make that happen this year. All right. Then for the next one is to take 5 trips, big or small. So I'm already working on that one. I actually just went to Charleston for the first time this past weekend. It was really fun. I had a good time. So that's one down. I have 4 more to go. And I'm sure by the end of the year, I can make that happen easily. I want to do a monthly self-love activity. So I want to have a total of 12 for the year on average. I want to attend all my scheduled doctor's appointments. So that's part of me turning 40. I said, you know what? I want to go to the doctor. I want to go on my appointments, do all the things, schedule them. Y'all, so far I've gone to like my PCP. I just got my first colonoscopy last week. I'm getting ready to, like, I make all my dental appointments and all the things, y'all. That's the one thing. I just want to know all of my information, my body inside and out. So, yes. So, that was an experience. It wasn't bad though. Everything so far was good. Found out I do have like ulcers, but they're like minor because if you don't know, I had bariatric surgery about 3 years ago, and that can happen, especially when you do like caffeine and like too much caffeine, or you like like certain like aspirins and stuff, you can kind of develop ulcers. So the doctor was just like, take some over the counter stuff and I'd be good. So she was not concerned. I want to become a 5 a.m. gym girly. Now I've been saying this forever. I think I've told you guys, but I'm putting it on paper, so hopefully make it happen. So, being consistent in the gym is a huge one for me, but like doing it in the morning so that when I get home from work, I don't have to worry about it, So, because when you get home from work, I'm tired. And the few times I've gone to the gym at like 5 a.m., 5:30, you feel really good. It sets your day up for success. But I just want to be more consistent. So the next goal is to take a class. So that can be a fitness class, that can be a special interest class, that can be a candle making class. It's kind of open there. I want it to be open and not like stressing myself out about a particular thing, because I do like to learn. I do like to try new things. So I just wanted to kind of keep that open. All right. This one's a business goal. Secure 10 coaching clients. These can be personal. These can be businesses or professional clients. Have a staycation. I want to just maybe take a weekend where I don't have any plans, and I want to book a nice hotel, and I want to just have a nice staycation dinner, take myself out, and just have a whole vibe. One more thing, 2 more, host an event. So again, I did not do my bingo party for my birthday. I still plan on having a bingo party, or like a Galentine's or something coming up. I want to host my people to show them that I love them, that I care about them, that I want to connect. And then the last one is raise my score to 750, raise my credit score. These goals are a mix of personal, business, financial, spiritual, health-wise, all the things. So that is my 2026 bingo. Again, the theme for my year is Thrive. So what are your goals? Share in the comments. What are your goals for 2026? If you had a bingo card, what would you put on your card? Let me know in the comments. So we can root for each other. We can check in. Just like I did last year, as I accomplish things, I will share with you guys, if I'm hitting roadblocks, because I'm going to need you guys to hold me accountable. I can do the same for you, and we can make sure that this is the best year ever. All right, you guys, I told you this was going to be a quick one. This was just a yap session for me to share with you guys that I missed you. I'm back. I'm going to be more consistent. Hold me accountable. I hope you guys again had a great start to your 2026. And I'm wishing all the love, abundance, happiness, success, all of the things, because y'all, it's a lot going on in our world right now. And we need each other. I need you guys. And hopefully I can be a source of, love and healing and all the things for you. So check us out. Thank you for watching the Shy Upper Podcast, Season 2. I'm your host, Tiffany. I will catch you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to the Shy Upper Podcast, the calm before the overshare. I've been your host, Tiffany Hudson. Make sure you follow us on social media and join the Shy Yapper Society. See you next time.